Just like the Leaning Tower of Pisa, this is the Leaning Tower of Teluk Intan. In 2015, it has been given the National Heritage status.
What's up guys, this is Johnson for Johnson Malaysia, and I'm at one of the historical town called Teluk Intan. Teluk Intan in fact have few other names. The older version of the name was known as Teluk Anson, Teluk Intan. Yeah, Teluk Intan was changed to Teluk Anson because of the approval of the acting Resident General of Archibald.
The early history says the town was opened by a Mandaling lady called Mak Intan. The architecture of this tower is splendid. It is an architecture of pagoda style, the Chinese influence.
It's like an 8-story building, but in fact if you come inside, the tower is only 3 levels.
Credit to the Heritage Society, this 100-year-old photo. The architecture is a combination of load-bearing brick wall and wooden balcony. The pagoda architecture and the wall cladding, which look like a Chinese knots on the balcony side, has to do with the auspicious of mathematic calculation. Before the invention of numbers, knot was used to calculate. Straight eclectic architecture can be seen also. It is auspicious for the Chinese people, and pagoda has to do with education. So this is a combination of people about Feng Shui.
Wondering what is this weight is all about? Now there is a clock installed at the top, because originally when the builder of this tower, he built this tower because of Feng Shui, and they believe in order to regain the business around this area, he was told by the Feng Shui Master to have a storage house. So originally the Teluk Intan Tower was started as a idea of having a storage house, and later president of this area was not pleased with this idea. Leong Choon Chong consulted the Feng Shui Master, and the second opinion was taken, and he said, why don't you do water tower? So the water tower that was originally built to store the water later became the clock tower. Now how did they bring in the water? Now if you can see from the far edge there, that is the Perak river, and the water was brought from that area through a canal. A small canal was dug in to bring the water, and to pump, when they brought in the water, they pumped up this water to the water tank up there, and the evidence of that is this pipeline, the pipe that goes up. So there was a water pump used to pump from the canal up to this GI or galvanized iron pipe to go up to store the water in the tank.
The tower was built in 1885 after the Pangkor Treaty was signed. Teluk Intan or Anson Bay or Dimond Bay became important of the port. Now this port was near to the Sungai Perak or the Perak River. Now there is 110 steps till the top with a wonderful spiral splendid architecture. And this is the water tank at level 3. It looks like a donut shape.
I'm at the level 3 of this tower, and you can see up here, this is the tank. Now you can see a very interesting tunnel that is going up. Now this tunnel is really very narrow, and why they use this tunnel is to go up and
Treat.
chlorine treated up there the usage of the town in the time of drought, or if there is fire that's the Perak River.
Right there.
Okay, that is the Perak River over there, very 150 to 200 meter away from here. So there was a canal dug from there that goes all the way, and this pipe, the galvanized iron pipe that is coming from the ground level, is used to pump the water to go up to the tank that I showed. Now look at this pipe. Now the pipe is already been dismantled. No more connection there, no more connection. You can see the water tank on the top there.
This water tank made of steel is able to collect about 200 cubic meter of water. The tower was a landmark for the ship sailed at the river. 9 years after the construction of the tower, a clock was installed, brought from London, the maker of J.W. Benson Legati. These stairways go to the last part of clock winding station. Now this is blocked for the public.
Around here you'll be able to see this metal piece which is supporting the timber that is outside. There is 16 of them solid timber here. This timber is canal. Canal is the most hardest timber species in Peninsular Malaysia, and specifically this timber is known as canal.
New Baranuk Harper's Hemi.
Supporting from down towards up, which is about 25 meter in height, and made a wonderful joining. You can see a wonderful curvature joint here, and supported to the timber truss was the brickwork here. Now, and there is a metal piece here. There's a metal piece here. So this timber, which is about 16 timbers that is going towards ground level. Each base are supported by marble as the foundation. The Leaning Tower of Teluk Intan. It actually leaned because of the weight of the water tank that we saw. The water tank that carried too much of weight, and the ground. Unfortunately, because of the flooding of this Teluk Intan by an overflow of the bank of river of Perak, made the soil become soft. So continuous flooding and the soil becomes soft, added with the weight on the top of the tower, the water tank, made it become to lean. So when it started to lean, the engineer understand it is very dangerous. So the water tank was discharged of the water, and today it is no more used as water tank but used only as a clock tower. When the Japanese was here in the 1940s for the World War II, they actually took off the roof and used this as a watchtower. And the British were so afraid. They thought this building, this tower should be brought down because the bomber, the Japanese bomber, can drop the bomb easily as using this tower as the landmark. But thank God it was not materialized. They did not demolish this. But later the Japanese used this as a watchtower.
As we go down to the wonderful wooden spiral staircase, we come to the ground level where the water catchment was. The heydays of Teluk Intan and the port was closed because of the silting and the shallowing of the river Perak due to erosion. Across the tower is Jalan Bandar. The yellow color houses are the Chettiar, the money lenders' houses.
Behind me, a row of houses, and there is a temple here. Now, and they were the money lenders of the past. Today we have banks. In the past, the olden days, the Chettiar who came from South India.
Thank you for watching this video, guys. If you're coming to Kuala Lumpur and you need a tour guide to bring you in a heritage walk or food tour, please don't forget to contact me through johnsonmalaysia.com. See you on the next video, guys. Bye.